Hey guys, this is Brandon Galbraith with my fifth of my series of instructional technologies. Today I'm going to be showcasing with you guys Plickers.com. Most teachers refer to it as Plickers. It is an awesome, quick, formative way to assess where your students are at when you're talking about conveying new message, or even just trying to figure out where they're at on things that you have taught, or even using it as a quick tool to gain what your students know before you get going. If you look just at the screen, you can see, at the major web page here, you'll notice that the teacher has their phone in their hand. This is the essential part. It's either using your smartphone or even an iPad or some kind of tablet that you'll need to actually utilize this. And you can see that the teacher has their camera activated and it's pointing towards the students. This is I think, the most convenient part about this tool of trying to assess where your students are at. The cool thing about this is that with each student, they're going to get a specific card. So the card looks kind of like a puzzle piece, and they're all kind of unique. So you have A, B, C, and D. And so when you post a question on Plickers.com, they see the question and they hold up their piece. Whichever letter they believe is the right answer is the one that they hold up facing the top. So as you're scanning your phone across it, or I use my iPad, when I'm scrolling my iPad across it, it'll read and register their response. And the cool thing is when they're looking around, they all kind of look different, so they can't tell who has what up. But two, if they decide to change their answer before you're done, they can just hold their card up again, and when I scan it again, it'll change their answer. So when you go to, for instance, your own account, you can create your own questions. You can have it to where you just research and find other people's who have made theirs, and you can actually set up classes. So, for instance, my third block, which is my first, each student has a specific number assigned to them. So as I'm scanning across the room, if I notice that number 9 and number 8 have not registered an answer, I know specifically which students I need to still get that from, which is pretty cool. And you can print the roster as is as well. So even if you have someone who is trying this out for the first time, maybe you want to model it for them, or kind of co-teach with them, they can see a roster as you're going through. You can see from it the question history, the score sheet. But let's go back to my library. My library is just questions that I've made before. So, if Carson, which is my son, is a mixture of Native American and European, they would have to be able to tell me that he would be a mestizo. So as I'm going through, I can easily tell if they understand that concept of mestizos. And these questions are all about Latin American revolutions. Like I said, it's a really interesting app. The kids really love it. If you take the time and create the questions and make it your own, it's really easy. It records it. It'll save your answers, so you can actually use it. I've seen some teachers use it as an actual quiz before, which I don't recommend, just because I don't like the formatting of the printouts of it, of the actual responses, because they show them to you individually. And then you have to go back and count them up. But I use it more so as like in the middle of the class to break up something, if we're doing guided notes, or if we're doing some type of cooperative learning activity. I want to see just what they've gotten from it, or if they're getting the same information that I want them to get. I'll use this as a way to not only ask questions, but then to also talk about it. So when we look at Industrial Revolution needed better food production. Well, yes, they did. And then it's easy for me to pull those kids that have the questions wrong, because it tells me specifically which ones they have it wrong. And then we can talk about that. Once again, this is an awesome website. I highly suggest that if you are looking for a way to kind of shake up the room a little bit, just try this out, print them out. You can get them very small. You can get them full-size pages. If you're planning on using these for a while, I would just make sure that I have a laminated set that works the best. And then one interesting thing about it too is you only have to have one class set. So that number one, whoever it is for your class, you'll be able to use it. So Eli in that class. My fourth block is Karina. So my number ones are always the same people. You just pick which class you're in at the time, and it'll automatically save it under their profile. So once again, awesome tool. If you have a chance, and the kids are kind of confused by it at first, but they truly, I think, enjoy it, is because it's a quick, easy way to assess them. As always, try new things, see if it works, and just find what works best for you. Until next time, have a great one.